So this is going to be a different kind of video than I usually do. It's about what not what not to do. You don't want to do what I did. This morning, because last night actually, I got home and I actually went out and I was planning on just having a juice dinner because I kind of had not a big lunch, but I just wasn't feeling great. So I said, well, what I'll do is I'll prep a juice and have it all set for tomorrow, which I did. And my wife got extra beets. So due to the first economic law of marginal utility, being that the more marginal units you have of something, the less each one in particular is valued. The second being that it's preferable to own more units than fewer, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay. So, well, what the heck? Let's just throw in some beets. I'll throw in more beets. What I did was beet, carrot, and apple. Like usual, I love this. I love that drink. It was, I doubled up on the beet. I said, well, I'll add in an eighth carrot. These carrots, they aren't small. I'll give you an idea. You know, these things, they take up the whole palm of my hand. I'd say they're probably about seven, between 6 and 8 inches long. Some of the bigger ones are 8, but probably like 6 to 7 inches. They're certainly not small. I had 8 of those, and I skinned them. I had 2 beets and I had 2 apples to account for the 2 beets. And honestly, I didn't think it would be that concentrated, but it was horrible. I had to fight throwing up. I didn't fight throwing up. This is probably literally the only time in my life that I was okay with throwing up. In fact, I kind of wanted to, but I didn't. I don't force my body to throw up at all. When I'm sick, usually I fight it, but anyway, so I drank this whole thing in probably 5 minutes, which is standard for me, 5 to 10 minutes. I got midway through it and I thought, wow, this is really sweet. I'm going to dilute the rest. So I did. Put water in it, and it was better. And then I did something stupid and I just chugged the rest. I was like, oh, I want to get it over with. Really, really bad idea. So that's my advice, is kind of like I've talked about. With anything concentrated really is unnatural. So you have to take it in moderation. It's the same with medicine, it's the same with food, it's the same with exercise, with anything in a concentrated dose. When it's something that's concentrated, it's the exact opposite of natural, or how it naturally comes about. So, you like those puffs? They are pretty good, bub. So, I would say, well, I plugged it into this calorie thing. It was something ridiculous. 90 carbohydrates and 60 grams of sugar. Something. And I think what it was, like an insulin spike that I was experiencing. I don't ever consume, even though it's natural sugars, I don't consume anything that sweet in that quantity ever like that. Not to that extent. No idea what the hell I was thinking. So I just spent the last hour drinking water. I took the little boy here and we went on, a couple mile run, and I did some push-ups in between, just trying to have my body convert that sugar into something, into energy. And instead of overworking my liver and, storing it up as fat and just feeling gross, I didn't throw up. Although, man, I was dry heaving big time. I was expecting it to come, but it didn't. So, I need to stop eating your little things. They look good. I'm shocked I'm eating something. So, in my head, I kind of had it where I was like, well, I'm just going to drink water the rest of the day, but I think it'll be okay. I felt a lot better after that little workout. So I would say if you do something like that, expend that energy and have your body convert it to energy, get fuel to energy, as quickly as you can before it metabolizes into fat. And that way you can get it out. Just be careful with juicing because I know a lot of people say, oh, the sugars, this and that. Well, they bring up a valid point because I experienced it. So, just moderation, I think, is the key, and a lot of water because I felt immediately better when I was down in water, and just sweating and getting your body to work and converting that stuff without letting it sit. And I'm probably not going to juice. Now I'm going to have taste aversion. I probably won't like beets, carrot, or apple for a while. All right. Hey, Marky. Say bye-bye, Bubby. Look at this. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say, Daddy, don't do silly stuff like that anymore. Oh, another thing is it kind of goes to show you why smoothies are probably better than juicing because it was really, really sickening. I almost puked up. It would have looked like blood everywhere because of the beat. So remember, Marky, I'm making these videos for you, bub, so I can remember. Hey, moderation, even good stuff in concentrated form can be pretty deadly.